Okay, so now without further ado, I'm going to channel an ancient reptilian on love and ask the ancient reptilian what is love. Now, this ancient reptilian has described to me that it's a renegade of its species and culture. It hasn't decided to necessarily just go out and do a bunch of good and help a bunch of people, but it is very open to that. It's basically neutral right now. The entity is no longer participating in negative activity, but it's not jumping out the front door to run and help somebody either. This entity exists within its own planet. It's an ancient reptilian with his own planet. He has a whole planet to himself. It's pretty crazy. Anyhow, I'm going to ask this entity, what is love? Okay. Love is the open flow of creation. Love is the willingness of all aspects of creation to connect with itself at any point, anytime, anywhere, anyhow. With constriction, creation cannot interact with itself as fluently. Love feels great for the people involved with it, with the people connected with it. But as I see my perspective, that is only a side effect of the flow of creation. Creation itself has to give you that pleasure so it itself can sustain itself through the infinite flow of connections and the never-ending realization and aspect perfection creation undeniably releases for all inhabitants within creation. Alright. Now, when I channel and you see me stutter and stuff like that, that's not the entity, that's me. Sometimes this energy is going so fast, it's hard for me to hold it in a common pace. And I lose track exactly of what the energy is communicating to me, and I sort of stumble. I've been working on it. Anyhow, that is an ancient reptilian. And the ancient reptilian's language, they have their own name. He has his own name and stuff. At this point, I haven't really asked him about his ancient language. I'm getting the feeling that this is a little bit sacred. It's not something they just give out to everybody. It's sort of like a code they're born with. But it would not be at all practical to even think about it as being able to put it into our words and our language. Anyhow, these entities are extremely psychic, so little talking is needed, but they do have an ancient language. Okay, so that's me doing a channeling session on an ancient reptilian that I connect with. And I get lots of knowledge and information from this entity. This entity is amongst the oldest race still coexisting within our current time frame. So to have an entity such as this, who is kind and can give you knowledge, is very invaluable. Thank you.